Welcome back. Today we're doing a reading for March 28th until April the 3rd, 2021. This will be for sun, moon, or rising signs in Libra should you cross watch. And as always, this is a general reading and it might not resonate. That's absolutely okay. Take the things that are for you, leave everything else behind, and let's get into your higher vibes. Thank you ever so much if you have liked, commented, shared, or subscribed to the channel so far. It really does mean so much to me to get to connect with you. If you haven't done so yet, please hit that subscribe button. And if today's reading resonates for you, let me know. Hit that thumbs up or leave me a comment. Okay, overall energy for you this reading, Libra, is the Queen of Pentacles. All right, feeling steady, feeling secure, feeling capable, feeling like we are taking care of our home, feeling like we're taking care of our finances right now. And I think all of that is really showing in the reading for you. Looking into the recent past here, I'm really seeing you kind of come into your power here, Libra, and in such a way that you now are able to create firmer boundaries for yourself. You may be surprising yourself a little bit even at your ease with which you are making boundaries about how people have access to you. You're making space for yourself to navigate towards the things that make you feel really good, and you're eliminating from your life the stresses, the anxieties, the energies of other people that are not contributing to your greater good. There's a real sense of self-care in how you are protecting your vital energy, keeping yourself in the vibrational state that you want right now, and being able to really work towards preserving it. Moving into present energies for you here, we've got some serious focus on future, on family, on home life, on what we dream about where we are, say in 10 years with our loved ones, with our family members, where we might live, what our life might look like there. Doing the future planning is likely making you reflect right now on what your upbringing was like, ways in which you maybe didn't feel particularly nurtured, or ways in which you didn't feel free in sort of your growing up life, making peace with some of those things right now. I just think when you are considering what your ideal future looks like, if you're someone who wants to be a parent, what your parenting style might include, it's really surfacing for you ways in which you felt confined when you were a child, when you were growing up, ways in which you felt limited by your parents, or ways in which maybe they just weren't there for you in the ways that you needed. I feel like I just used the same 5 words to say that over and over. But there's a sense right now of focusing on past, focusing on where I came from, and how that might influence what my future family structure looks like, what my future happiness looks like based on what was normal for me, what I grew up around. In the future energies, we're back to focusing on growth, focusing on the people that are close to us, and we're focusing on our successes. So the present energy really is more reflective energy for you. This is going to be a time for getting focused, for doing a little bit of shadow work, healing a little bit of past trauma, so that we're in a better position coming into this future energy to grow, to expand, and not only for ourselves, but expand with those around us who we love, expand with those around us who are contributing positively to our life and making us feel like we are more capable, because then we all can be more capable together. So some growth energy going on here, and some maturing going on here for you, Virgo, Libra. All right, we'll do some clarifying. We'll start with this Queen of Pentacles energy. There's a real kind of nurturing motherliness about the Queen of Pentacles too, which is kind of, for me, influencing this whole like reflecting on my own upbringing sort of energy, now that I'm considering it all together, picking up all the energies together. We have the Sun come flying out there, Four of Voices, and the Death card. Wanting to make peace with the past, okay, wanting to be able to let go of the past, and do things in the way that we think is going to feel the best, make us feel the happiness. I do get a sense right now that you're in just this sort of nurturing energy state. You're feeling paternal maybe right now in some ways. And we're thinking about, how we need to let go of what those energies were like for us when we were, wee ones, to be able to better move into the future with it. Making some changes in our mindset about that. We'll take a look in the... I don't really think anything in the recent past needs clarifying for me, but I do want to look in the present energy at this Five of Cups. Light of Inspiration, the Strength card, and the Ten of Inspiration. Potentially you were raised with a Leo for a parent, I think. I do get a lot of energy of like reflecting on my parents, reflecting on what upbringing was like for me here. And it's almost like you're reflecting on a little bit on the ways that you were let down by whoever your parental figures were. But also the ways in which they were most inspiring to you, the things that they taught you. And I think in this instance, you may have had a parent who like really taught you to take charge a lot. They really showed you what it looked like to take action in your life. And you want to be able to embody that for yourself. You want to be able to carry that forward, to know what my strengths are and be able to push forward with them, because that is what I was taught when I was coming up in the world. We'll look at this Eight of Swords here too. Yeah. Ten of Voices, Two of Inspiration, and the Queen of Inspiration. I do think there must have been a parent who has some heavy fire influence in their charts. But working on letting go of the ways that we feel kind of suppressed by what our upbringing was like. And being able to use that to focus on what it is that we would like. What are the things moving forward in our lives that we would like to nurture, maybe that we didn't have when we were coming up. So if we're thinking about becoming parents of our own, we want to be able to give our children the best life that we can give them, right? And as a result, that involves really reflecting on the parts of our childhood that were really positive for us, and also the parts of our childhood that were maybe not so positive for us, so that we can understand how we would like to navigate through them ourselves. Take a look in the future energies here at the Three of Cups for you. Three of Voices, Nine of Voices, and the Nine of Emotions. So we are still working on kind of like growing and changing and bringing those around us along for the ride. But on clarification here, I'm also being revisited by that energy of like, what have I been toting around with me that has been a hindrance to healing? So much of the energy of this reading is rooted in family for me in a very big way, less so than about partnership or friendship. This is about family connections for me. And this really teeters for me somewhere between the ways in which we were inspired most to be growing, the ways in which we were supported by our parental units, and given access and opportunity to maybe like have some of the things we really wanted happen for ourselves here, but also the ways in which we internalize stress from these people, the ways in which we were taught to cope with these things from our parental units, and the ways in which we sort of felt let down by them. There is a real focus here, Libra, because, you're all about balancing the scales. We are really focusing on the positives here. We're acknowledging the negative sides, the shadow sides of things, but there is still a heavy lean into the positive traits and attributes that we took away from our childhood existence. We growing, baby. All right, let's take one last message here for you. King of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man. Yeah, for me, this for you, Libra, is like wanting to really be the most secure and approachable kind of figure that we can be for our families. We don't want to make our own children feel in any way alienated or like they you know, don't have something that they might need or we perceive them as needing. And not only that, but like really wanting to be able to make the space and make the time for them so that you know that you are, so that they will know that you are physically present for them, emotionally present for them, and mentally present for them. So really doing a lot of thinking right now about future, about family. If this did resonate for you, I do hope it was helpful. If it was, please do subscribe, and we'll see you all next week.